one of the best fighters on this UFC roster, top to bottom, to have never realized a piece of UFC gold. Former Ultimate Fighter winner Kelvin Gastelum, and some of you like to say embrace the grind. He has absolutely embraced it. He's embraced the sprints. Seems to have this champion's mentality, and he'll try to parlay that into another big win here tonight.
And he's going to need that mentality in order to build himself back to where he wants to be. But couple that mentality with the skills that Kelvin Gastelum possesses. He's a fantastic boxer. For a short guy, he does a really good job with his kicks. He's just a full-on mixed martial artist, a young man that has developed that fighting style from the very start. Truly, truly phenomenal fighter, a great ambassador for the sport. Kelvin Gastelum has it all.
And maybe his best skill is something you can't quantify, his heart.
He's got so much heart. He's got so much heart.
And now, one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Kelvin Gastelum. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we are from Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. Sellout crowd expected here tonight, all to witness more UFC history. This venue's been good to the UFC in the past. Hopefully plenty more where that came from tonight.
When you step foot in this octagon in New Jersey, you better be ready to put on a show. Because these fans understand what they're watching, and they've been around since day one. They know a good fight when they see it, and if you start trying to hold and huddle inside the octagon, you're ready for the blue birds to come up.
Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by the Korean Superboy.
Great timing on that double leg.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Changing the position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
He's got to be careful here. Yep, got to be very careful there.
All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Gastelum. All All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Gastelum.
Nice.
All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Gastelum getting pounded something fierce by these ground and pound hammer fists. He's got to find a way to score him out. And now he's got the back. Gastelum's back in full mount.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Gastelum's got his back again. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? In the half guard. Big ground and pound.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Nicely done.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Gastelum. Nice elbow gets through.
Oh, he's got to be careful there. Yep.
Oh, big shots from the top. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively.
All right, take a seat, bud. Breathe, slow it down. How you feel? Great, man, that was awesome. I told you you were gonna win this fight with cardio, man. He is already spent.
All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you will.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round 2. All right, next round is underway, and what a great job defensively in the previous round. I think my face from last night's dinner is more swollen than his opponent's.
I mean, he did a fantastic job of seeing when his opponent was trying to attack and getting his guard up so that he's not taking damage to the face. Great defensive fight IQ shown by this fighter.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him.
Oh, inside kick.
Nice jab by the Korean Superboy. Big left hand from Kelvin Gastelum. He came into the UFC with a whole lot of power, but it's really been honed by Rafael Cordero there at King's MMA. Gastelum as confident in his striking as he has ever been entering the octagon here tonight. Oh, another another blistering combination there, really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. He's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Strike lands cleanly there. Slips. Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good.
Beautiful job getting his hands up.
Nice. Nicely done. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 2. That's a nice jab by him there. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2. Oh, caught him flush with the head kick there, DC.
Beautiful setup to get his leg up there quickly before his opponent can react.
There's that side kick. Nice crack there. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Lead kick landed there by Choi.
But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from doing this kick over and over again.
So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there. Oh, beautiful job getting the foot to the head there. Oh, that smooth Gastelum boxing on full display here, DC. I know he's a collegiate wrestler, a guy who was a grappler. Striking has really improved leaps and bounds since he crossed into the UFC. Back to the jab now. Fighter lands a left hand. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. And they separate after exiting the clinch. Big, straight left. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight. Beautiful body kick lands right under the elbow.
Oh, nice jab to the head there by Choi. All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
20 seconds left to go in round 2. 10 seconds now to go in the round.
Guys, come on.
Round 3 next.
All right, listen, man. You're doing great, okay? I want more of the same. This guy can't do anything to you anywhere. You are controlling the entire fight. Stay sharp, Dan.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Choi gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Front kick to the body by Gastelum. Circling towards the left. Swing and a miss with that straight left hand.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Right now they separate. Oh, and he counters with a hook, and he landed the punch there, or so it appeared. Nice job by Choi.
Oh, nice.
Secure the hooks now. Secure the hooks.
And he's able to work his way back to his feet. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Missed on the right hand.
Keep your hands up for me. Come on now.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, a nice straight there by the Korean Super Bowl. So he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that region.
Well, he has to. He's starting to see now the work is being done. He's starting to see the benefits of the work with the swelling that's starting to occur.
Oh, short uppercut in the clinch by the Korean Super Bowl.
He's doing a really good job of getting on that high crotch and just following the action. Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. Gastelum's able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds. Establishing the jab here. Just out of range with the big right hand.
Good punch lands. He's throwing these punches in combination, really dictate the pace of the opponent.
Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Slipped that offering from his opponent. In the past, we've seen him sort of lean on the toughness. Tonight, he's leaning on the defense.
And you see the evolution of the fighter in front of us. He doesn't have to be tough anymore. The more he can slip strike, the longer he can prolong his career.
Now he's got the single collar and the clinch.
Oh, nice takedown defense. He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Just out of range with the straight left hook. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots. Nice, solid punch to him.
Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. Gastelum's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
That was great head movement. Oh, man.
Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Gastelum. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
We have arrived at the fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Again, going back to the jab just out of range. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, eventually you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end this one.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect confidence as we go forward.
Gastelum's blocking well now. Nice job to protect that already damaged nose as he raises the guard. Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Just out of range with that right hand.
Back in the clinch.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. Overhand to the head is true. Great technique there.
Ooh, another shot to the head.
Oh, roundhouse kick lands. Gastelum's got a nasty bruise starting to appear on that left side. We'll keep an eye on it. Could pay dividends later. Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. Beautiful straight punch there by Choi. He's looking for that left hand. Not there. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Slips. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
2 minutes remain in the round.
Oh, nice single, yes.
Gastelum's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Takes his back now. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. That was nice.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Gastelum.
On to the mount. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Gastelum's able to transition back to side control now. Under a minute now to go in the round. Choi's in half guard. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
Let your hands go. Let those hands go.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range.
30.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault, and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
All right, brother, take a seat. Great round, great round. He has no answer for the leg kick. I want you to get out there and keep wailing away on that leg. You're going to chop that thing down until...
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
You ready to fight? You ready?
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous 2 rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last 2 rounds. You expected somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. Still right where we started.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Gastelum gets caught by that straight punch. You gotta do better than that defensively. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Great ground and pound by this man. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. It's a pretty good jab.
Nice job blocking that punch.
Joy gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. His misses are entertaining.
That was nice right.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Nice placement there on the left hook counter. Good series of punches by him there. He certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
And now some separation. All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start throwing up those submission attempts, I would think.
You've got to keep going. You got to start throwing up submission attempt after submission attempt and hope that something's free for you to latch on to.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, man, I mean, how much can one man take? He certainly doesn't look like he did when he walked out here just a few moments ago.
He's almost unrecognizable. He's been hit so many times in the face. The swelling started early. We spoke about trying to defend it. We spoke about making adjustments. He didn't, and now he finds himself here.
Oh, Superman punch. 2 minutes and counting to go in this fight. Again, shoots for a takedown, not there once again. Pretty good counter right.
Cardio looks great. He's still bouncing. He's still moving. He's still real confident. He's trying to set a trap here so he can engage and really spring in there with a couple big strikes. Look at the redness on his body, man.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
And that one certainly found the target.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Oh, lands another hook. And there's that inside leg kick. All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that crimson red, there's nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Choi's in half guard now. All right, feet on the hips here. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Gastelum. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom.
What a fight! 25 minutes turned in.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce
rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges score this contest 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi, with another highlight for the reel tonight. That reel's getting pretty crowded. Crazy to think this guy is just getting started. Maybe a few years removed